Hello and welcome to Ketter Farms. How is everyone doing this fine evening? It's been a minute since we were able to live stream, and so I'm excited to be jumping back into things. Let's see if I can remember how all the buttons work here. Bumpity-boo, checking to make sure we're actually connecting to the game here. There we go. I am going to be playing on Frankenmuth farming map tonight for a couple of reasons. One, I actually went to Frankenmuth this weekend. I was hanging out there with the family. Got to see some awesome ice sculptures that were almost melting away, but we caught it just before everything started melting this weekend, and had a wonderful chicken dinner downtown in Zenders there. So for those that don't know, I do live in the Metro Detroit area, so always fun to play on a map that's based on an area near home. Farmer Tech, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Got the chat window up here finally. Living on a player from the staff team here hanging out. Nice to see you, sir. Helen, how you doing? Hello, hello. Pennell Farms, how you doing, man? Trio Gaming, nice to see you. And we are going to be trying out tonight the Spudnik pack that has recently been released. Now, this was a pack that came out in FS19, and I always meant to go and try and do some potatoes with it, and I just didn't get around to it. So I thought, well, tonight let's play around with it a little bit. It's a great idea for a one-off live stream. Try out a few new mods, and then see how it goes. Maybe it'll make a appearance here in a Let's Play series or something at some point, but you never know. We'll see. Potatoes never really been my thing, but with some of this more Americanized style equipment, it might actually be kind of fun. So we had to set up here and take the screenshot for the thumbnail. I'll be going over some of the equipment here as we get going. There's 3 pieces of equipment in the pack itself. And then I've got a couple other cool mods on here. Oh, there's actually 4 pieces of equipment in the pack itself. So you've got the, I don't even know what they call it. Let's go look in the store here and see what it's actually called. But it's essentially like a windrower type deal. It digs the potatoes up and dumps them off to one side. And then we have the harvester itself, which is going to dig up the potatoes in its row, but also pick up anything that was dumped out there. And they do have a nice big potato planter here that we'll take a look at. And we also, with this pack, ended up with a trailer, if I'm not mistaken, this Trinity Eagle. And so we've got this that we're going to be trying out tonight. And then somebody else released this Spudnik box for the straight truck. And so I've got all kinds of mods here that we're going to be trying out. And Confused Farmer, yeah, it's a windrower. Thank you. Woods Farm, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Bow Hunter, how you doing, sir? Let's see how we can hack this. It's been, like I said, a little bit since we did potatoes here. I'm gonna get this thing all set up and going here. And so, like I said, this is designed to harvest and dump the potatoes. I do have to push Control I here to force unload and dump all this stuff out to the side, which is, you can see I already did this on the way down the other side of the field. So I'm kind of stacking these potatoes up from both sides at the same time. And then, in theory, our harvester is going to come by and pick all of this up. So I'm going to, let's see if I can create a GPS track here so I actually drive straight, because that's going to be important for the next step, which is harvesting. I want to make sure these are all in a nice straight line, and I'm really curious to see how many potatoes we get just running down one strip of this field. For those that haven't played on this map before, I believe this is a standard size map. It's on the in-game mod hub, but field 12 is actually a pretty beefy field here. It is... Oh, I don't have the mod on that's going to tell me the area here. We'll hop out when I get to the end row, and we'll see how many acres this is. But it's awesome to just see, you know, kind of these Americanized brands. There's a few options for this windrower. You can have it output to either the right or the left side. And then it has American and Canadian flags that you can put onto it, I think. So it's pretty cool. Wood Farms. This map is actually not a new map. I did a map tour on this map when it first released. There's been a number of updates to it since then, though. But if you look back in my videos a ways, probably a month or two ago now, I did a map tour on the Frankenmuth farming map. So I'm going to stop dumping, and this thing does have a little bit of a capacity. And so I'm going to take off this little headland piece here real quick. There's not a lot of capacity because this thing is really not designed to hold potatoes. I'm just doing this to make it easy on us to kind of get out here a little bit and turn around. We're going to drive right through this guy's yard. I'm so sorry, sir. And right, oops, don't go too far. The back tires will actually destroy the crops, so you got to be a little bit careful with this. And then I'm gonna turn the dumping back on and start heading back down this way. Now, the one thing I've noticed with this potato pack is GPS didn't seem to figure out how wide things should be exactly. So I'm gonna kind of align to where I'm at right now and turn GPS back on. I could always, I mean, it looks like it's actually picking up all the way over to the line, so that means the work area is probably a little bit wider than the machine. That's all right. We're going to leave GPS on here tonight and make our lives a little bit easier, I think. And now that we've kind of gotten started, I think my plan is I'm going to windrow back down to the other end, then we'll jump in the harvester and we'll just kind of play around with stuff. I think to start with, I'd love to show off all the different pieces of equipment, and then once we do that, then we're probably just going to try and harvest this field and see how much potatoes one gets off of a field like this. Farmer Tech, you can switch which side it dumps on. However, I believe that is a store option. So if we look at this thing in the store, it has a left or right discharge mode that you can set, and then obviously you've got the flags here, which kind of lets you know which side the discharge is on. So if you notice, if I switch it to left side, they move the flag over there. Kind of helps you visualize with your equipment. So that's kind of an interesting way to do it, as opposed to, you know, using, like, I think it's U that would switch sides on like a windrower in game or something like that. So but if you have like Mobile Workshop or a mod like that, you could just modify it in the field to switch it over to the other side. Would probably work out. Bruce, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And yeah, I agree. It'd be nicer if you could just switch it on the side, on the go, so to speak. I'm going to take this down here, I think, to the other end. Now, by lifting it up, I think I caused it to stop discharging. Nope, it's still discharging. Perfect. And so I've got to skip a few rows over here because, like I said, the potato harvester will actually harvest a few rows, so I don't need to be too close. Then we can just move our lines over like so. I'm going to go all the way back down because this is going to let me take the harvester down and back, and we'll kind of see how that works. Yeah, Trio Gaming, the channel numbers have been going up really good the last couple of weeks. Apparently, if you post videos 7 days a week, people watch them. Who would have thunk? So we've been having a lot of fun getting the channel back and going. And yeah, I don't know. I'm expecting to be able to keep posting about 6 to 7 videos a week from this point forward. And in fact, I'm posting 10 videos a week right now for the last couple of weeks because I've been posting videos on the Kedrick Builds channel as well. So for those that don't know, I've started up a secondary YouTube channel where I'm playing crafting, building, survival type games. We've been playing through Icarus for the last couple of weeks, which has been a lot of fun. And so I try not to spam too much cross-channel, but occasionally I'll post a link when there's a particularly interesting video over there. And Miles, I've tried the Ohio Richland map in that I did a map tour on it, but I haven't actually played on that map in any like kind of a Let's Play series or anything. It was about to be my next Let's Play map, and then BC Bueller reached out about giving me early access to Edgewater, Saskatchewan. And so I've been doing Edgewater, Saskatchewan for that series, and then I was looking to start a second series to run in parallel, and DJ Modding reached out with a early access for UMRV. So that's kind of taken up my slots for the time being, but at some point I would love to go back and actually play on the Ohio Richlands map, because it looks like a really fun map. Now I am going to, I'm going to turn off the dumping for just a second, because I don't want to dump potatoes on the road. And let's get over here, and then we can dump potatoes. Now I'm going to stop here. I said I was going to go get the harvester, and we're making a mess of things. Whoops, too many keys. Yeah, this is, I completely didn't get on the right track here anyway, so I'm just going to back this up. We're going to stop here. And I am going to, let's see, I don't want to be in the truck. We need to be in the potato harvester. Now, here's the fun part with the potato harvester. It also does not have much of a capacity. And so as you can see here, there's actually a couple of rows in the middle here that I haven't dug up yet. I windrowed on this side and just dumped the potatoes into this area in the middle. But we will still dig up these few rows in the middle here with the potato harvester. It does have the blades that go down into the ground and dig things up, and so we've got that all set up here. And it also acts as a way to use a hired worker to let it go down the field. So as you can see, I've got a little bit of a hopper here, but not much. I'm already at 25-30%, so I'm going to hire a worker. This worked earlier, so I'm trying to figure out, oh, he's stopping because I don't have anybody to unload him. And so I'm gonna jump in here and run this up here. Oh, let's go. Oh, I've got gears on, that's why. I'm like, what is going on? I've been having to switch over to manual transmission on my other series for various reasons. And this guy is not unloading into me. Hang on. I had this working before the stream when I took the screenshots, so we're going to... We might have to go put follow me on. We'll see. 1 second. Unfold the pipe. Turn this on. And turn on the helper. Nope, nope, put your pipe back out. Maybe I'm too close. Let's move over just a smidge. Got a odd floating unload thing there, so that's the one thing. Maybe it was just because I switched into... Let me see which vehicles there are. Okay. Here we go. And we're off to the races. Apparently the potato harvester helper only likes to keep going if... he's being unloaded at the time. Interesting. Well, that's one small wrinkle, but that's all right. We're figuring it out. And yeah, Gaddy Town, it doesn't always quite work when I want it to, so. But as you can see, we've got a couple of small graphical issues here when we're all full up. I don't know what to do about that, but I'm going to pull this semi. Or truck. I'm trying to figure out where to put this truck that'll be out of the way. And I'm going to go get the semi because the semi's got a lot more capacity. So, space potatoes, exactly. This is why I love trying new mods out on stream, doing it live. It's always something exciting. If you press a left shift tab, I can tab in the opposite direction. That would be true, except I use Steam. And so left shift tab is actually going to bring up my Steam interface, which is not super helpful. All right. This thing ought to be able to hold a few more potatoes, so I'm going to pull forward a bit so that I've got a second to switch over to it. And let's get this all going. Uh-oh. There we go. The game got just a little bit glitchy there for a second. I don't know what that pause is when I tab between equipment, but it doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies. This grain truck is almost in the way. There we go. So, yeah, lots and lots of potatoes. Gotta keep it steady here, or we get a little bit out of whack. So as long as you stay in the unload zone and keep the worker moving, it doesn't seem to have any problems. So this is working out pretty good. Now, whether or not this is going to work with something like, say, Courseplay, not so much. Not if you want to use the windrowers and stuff. And so this is probably more of a, play more or less manually on your own, and or multiplayer would probably be a lot more fun for something like this, because you could get 2 windrowers going, one on each side, and a harvester behind it with 2 or more people running trucks, and pretty much keep this thing moving non-stop. I mean, look at how many potatoes we're filling up here. We're going to get quite a few off of this field if I've already got a truck full and most of a semi full here by the time we get to the end of the row here. So this could be very interesting for a multiplayer setup for sure. If I'd had more time today, I probably would have set this up on a multiplayer server. On Thursday, I'll be live streaming again, and my plan is to jump over onto our community multiplayer server. We've got the Australia 16x map over there that people have been playing with, and that's going to be a ton of fun to play with. But really, yeah, this has given me strong multiplayer vibes. Hey, it's Trailer Park Farms. How you doing, sir? The Spudnik pack was only ever used on our multiplayer server, so don't think it was tested to work with hired help. Just lots of guys to do potatoes. Exactly. So here's me trying to break the world. Oh, crashing into things, doing it live. And yeah, that's the first run here on potatoes. I'm going to try and pick up this row here, and we're going to back it up, see if I can get going down this side as well. There we go. Woo woo. So I think the other way, and I can't remember if I installed the mod or not, let me get in this truck and check it out, is, follow me would work pretty good for this with the truck. I could just get the truck running on the side of the harvester and use follow me to keep it over there. That way I could drive the harvester and let follow me drive the truck, which is a little bit simpler of a task for it. I think it can handle that. I don't know if I enabled it though, so we might swap out here and give that a shot here in a few minutes if I don't have it on. Let's see. That'd be what, right? Control F? Yeah, no follow me turned on right now, so that's all right. We're gonna see if I can make it down to the end row here again though. Here we go. Go, go, go. Catch up. Get in the zone. Perfect. So yeah, I mean, it's a little wonky to use a helper, but once you get him started, it's really a piece of cake, and he can't run without a truck anyway, so I don't know. I think it's working pretty good. And I apologize, I'm falling behind on chat here. I'm so focused on playing around with this harvester. I'm having fun. Yeah, Trailer Park Farms, I'm still having fun, so that's what matters. Speaking of, just finished Field 11, 2 million plus of sorghum. Nice. Yeah, you guys have been going to town on the contracts on the community server there. I can't wait to hop on and see how far it's gone. And that would be awesome. Let's see. All right, so I'm at 100% here in the semi. I'm at 100% in the grain truck over there. We're going to run this down, and I'm going to plop down a potato storage building on the other end, or on the other side of the road here, and we're gonna see if we can keep track of how many potatoes we're getting here. Faber Farming, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. D-Max, good to see ya. Ultimate RC, this is Frankenmuth farming map. The potato washer, that's a good mod. I don't have that mod on the save right now, I don't think. I might have to grab that real quick because I also need to get follow me. I think if we're going to do this, I'd rather drive the harvester and use follow me with the truck here. So I'm going to sneak across this road, and then let me see if I can find this mod real quick. I've got follow me sitting in this folder over here. And I think I've got that potato washing mod over here too somewhere. Is it here? Nope. I don't know what I did with that. I saw it and I downloaded it, and I don't know where I put it. All right, well, let's save this real quick, or let me place the buildings first. So I do have a storage. We're gonna place this storage. Is it gonna be under sheds? I have a root crop storage building that we can start out with here. And let's see, where do I want to do this? I guess it doesn't matter a lot. Do I have snapping? I don't. I wish I had terrain snapping. It always bugs me when they're not quite lined up. So I'm going to put these right here. And I'm going to go ahead and assume I'm going to need 2 of them at some point. And then we're going to go grab follow me. Bum, bum, ba-dum. I should have turned them around. I've got the I wanted the loading on the front side, but that's all right. I love this these rear dump trailers like this, where you just pull on in and dump them out. Everything just works. Perfect. I'm gonna go and grab that other truck as well because I'm really curious to see how well that works. And then sitting here, you can see we've also got the potato planter. So we'll give that a shot here before the stream's over as well, because I'm really curious to see how well potato planting works. I know that Custom Modding also has a new potato planter coming out at some point, so it'll be nice to try this one out and then compare and contrast when Custom Modding releases theirs soon. And these look like the potato things from the Royalton series. I don't recall if I was using this pack for Royalton. I know I did potatoes there, But I had some different mods, but these might be the same ones. I can't recall, to be honest. I don't remember having a potato planter that was that big, though. I remember it being extremely slow and painful. Man, that Royalton city, the Royalton map that I played, that was a long time ago now, it feels like. I barely remember that series. I've got manual gears on this thing. I gotta remember to shift up. But I definitely had these same potato storage buildings. These root crop buildings have been around for quite a while. So this thing is unloading particularly slow. Oh, I can open sidewalls. Folding is not allowed while the tool is filled. Okay. I think when you're driving up and starting to put stuff into the truck in the beginning, you can actually fold down the sides on this. I don't know, maybe that's if you were trying to load potatoes with a loader or something. Let's get it emptied out here and I'll demonstrate. But if I push X, I can fold down the side, which is kind of cool. Makes it easier for putting stuff into the truck. VW Toy Farmer, you turned off traffic on this map. Roads are just not wide enough for some of the equipment and traffic. Yeah, traffic can be a pain in Farm Sim especially. The ditches are no joke on this map either. Okay, I'm going to park these. We're going to grab Follow Me real quick to make this harvest easier. I can't believe I forgot to toss it on the save. Away we go. 1 second here. Boop, boop, boop. I've got it in this mod folder right here. Follow me to the live stream mod directory. And then we launch the game again. Justin Risinger, how you doing, man? And yeah, it looks just like real rural Michigan ditches. Like I was saying, I was just in Frankenmuth this weekend and was kind of looking at everything. I was like, I should actually play on the Frankenmuth farming map. I've never actually played on it. Oh, I can turn this back on. I'm just looking for the Follow Me mod. There we go. Hey, JR Clock, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's funny, like this bridge deal right here is real. You drive right through this on your way into town, so pretty nifty. I should actually go over here. I want to check it out in game here. Let's do that here too in a second. Let's grab this truck and let me see if I can figure out where the town is on this map. I'm guessing that thing is gonna be right down in this area somewhere. So let's run down into town. I'm kind of curious. Oh, nice. We went to Zender's this weekend. It was awesome. The kids, the youngest I don't think had ever been, so it was a nice weekend away from the house. Not too far to drive up there. Get some delicious fried chicken. Clock, you've been super ridiculous busy lately. Yeah, that's how life goes sometimes. Oh, we've geared up too fast. Oh no, we used the cruise control incorrectly. This manual shifting thing, I'm trying to train myself to get back into it. So, Wild Style, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. They should have done a Michigan map that was in the middle so that it'd be easier for you to judge. So I'm looking forward to, I think this is the map that's going to be coming, or part of the map that's going to be coming out as a 4X, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll be kind of curious to see what Taylor Farms, or I guess he's Michigan Farming mods or maps or something like that now. I'll be curious to see how he does on that map. I know it's supposed to be coming out in March. I think he announced today. Excuse me. How old are my kids? I have a 6-year-old and a 17-year-old, which is always fun. The oldest is in his senior year of high school right now, and the youngest just started kindergarten, so we're in kind of an interesting phase of life right now. I'm gonna jump in cab here so that I can figure out where I'm going without all the trees in my face. I think there's one more. No, that's the train tracks. I was gonna say I think there's one more road over there that goes north and south, but I don't think so. I've got a car behind me here, so we're upsetting everybody. I'm trying to find this welcome sign here. It's around here somewhere. I think he actually put it in the map, if I'm not mistaken. So we're just going to take a quick cruise around the outside of the map and see if I can find it. Oh no, we took out the pole. I knew that was going to happen. Where all my keys are on the wrong buttons and stuff here. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Cars everywhere. Okay. I've got to find this sign. My mission tonight is to locate the Frankenmuth sign. Alright, it's not here. I see the water tower. I would have expected it to be somewhere down here in the corner. Maybe it's not actually in the map. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just the thumbnail and it's not on the map. We'll take one quick cruise around the outside here, and then we'll give up and get back to harvesting potatoes here. Let's see. Yeah, crash counter's at 2. I should really just leave that up on the screen all the time now. I've been reworking a little bit of my stream commands and stuff to be a little easier. We're cutting over here. Didn't want to hit that car. The brakes on this thing are probably not all that awesome. Yeah, I don't see the sign anywhere. Well, a drat. I was kind of hoping for the Frankenmuth sign. I feel like it was on there at one point, but maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe it got taken off when it went to the mod hub or something. Ba-ba-ba. Got to gear down here. Someone should make a map where Kedrick lives. Well, there's not a lot of great farming exactly where I live, but what I would love to see is a map of where I used to live and farm when I lived in Minnesota. That would be a fun time. Actually, the FarmSim guy is making a map right now, and his map is less than an hour's drive from where I used to farm, so that's pretty cool. Pizza Man, love the UMRV series. Nice. Appreciate it. DC, there is no sign. Yeah, I'm upset. No Bronner's on the map either. Yeah, people come from all over the world to check out Bronner's, the Christmas store. But I can get, I mean, it is a farming map, so you're not necessarily going to have all the tourist attractions and stuff, but it would have been cool for those of us that are from the area if he'd put on just a couple of staples. You know, the big sign, have Bronner's right there after the sign, and then have the Zender's restaurant right in the downtown area there. Would have been cool. Ah, well. We are going to drive back over here to our field right here and get back to harvesting some potatoes. That's the other reason why I kind of circled around. We had to get down to this end of the field anyway. Might as well catch the harvester on the way back. Tristan Farms must have gotten an update. I don't remember it looking like this. Yeah, I think this map has actually gotten quite a few updates since it was originally posted. I did a map tour on it a while ago, but it is looking just a little bit different these days. I'm gonna try and get over just a little bit here. And let's get this guy all fired up. Go away, auto drive. We're not gonna be needing you. Oh, and we went all the way out there to get follow me, and I forgot all about it. So let's back this guy all the way up so I can see the tractor here. RXZ Gaming, how you doing? Good to see you, man. I don't know how far over I need to be, but it seems like a ways. I'm gonna start at 10 maybe. And I'm gonna hop out. I can always control this guy from inside the other tractor here. And has anybody else been seeing problems like this? Like when you get into a vehicle, your game just pauses for a minute? It seems to be happening to me quite frequently since it feels like the last patch, but I also wonder if I just got a mod or something that's been doing it to me. I think, oops. I'm trying to control this. I was hoping that when I did that with the follow me mod that I would see the numbers on my screen like I do when I'm in the vehicle itself, but apparently not. So let's move this truck over. Move him up one, something like that. There we go. Oh, he's a little too far forward now. Let's drop him back one. There we go. Now we're getting it. Now, I should have put that side up because that's going to look a little awkward with the potatoes filling up past where the side goes. My bad. We'll definitely do that here next time. And yeah, Nubs, you've been seeing issues since the last update too. Well, I'm glad it's not just me, but at the same time, I kind of wish we weren't having these problems. So I'm at 7.5, good to know. And I'm gonna take over with this. Can I close? I can't change the sidewalls while I'm full. But it looks so awkward. Oh, we shouldn't be driving over the potatoes either. Oh my goodness. Oh no. So many potatoes ruined. Pizza Man, you hope they bring back Lone Oak Farms? Yeah, that would be a nice map. I played on Lone Oak Farms a bit when it came out, and I did a little bit of a Let's Play series on it, but not much. That was in my early days before I knew what I was doing. I would love to hit that map up again at some point. I don't think there's any plans for them to bring it back out, though. Let's go ahead and get this truck going now, though, because this is what's going to actually let us run for a bit here. And Trio, am I enjoying Middleburg? Yeah, that's a fun map. In fact, it was so much fun that I wanted to get back to playing on it. And so that was what kind of made us decide to go pick that map up for the staff roleplay series that we're doing. And we've been having a lot of fun with that. In fact, we have been recording. We've got a couple more sessions already recorded for that. We've got to do some editing and whatnot. But I think that's one of those series where we're starting to find our groove. And hopefully we will, those episodes will get easier and easier to make, and we're gonna start having a lot of fun with it. So I think that series, if you watch the logging series we did on Silver Run and didn't enjoy that, I would say give the new series a shot, because we're having a blast with it, and we're into some farming. We're doing lots of different things, and it's awesome. This semi, however, I think is going to have to be a little bit further up. There we go. That's better. Oh, I've got cruise control on the semi, so he can't go faster than 6 miles an hour. I think that's what's going on. Let me get this going. There we go. That's so much better. Yeah, I saw Mapper's Paradise posted this week working on Millennial Farmer map. So I know that they had said that they weren't going to bring it back to FS22, but they posted some screenshots this week of the Millennial Farmer map in progress. So I'm really curious to see what's going to come out of that. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think if it does come out, it's probably a ways off, though, because there is a lot going on with that map, and I don't know that it's all stuff that necessarily is going to work out in all scenarios with FS22. And this guy is full on running into the wall. So we'll have to wait and see. I haven't heard anything from Mappers Paradise. I would hope that when they are ready to run that map, that they would reach out to see if they needed some help testing. I had a blast helping them out with that in FS19, and would love the opportunity to do it again. But we'll see, we'll see. If I hear anything, though, I will definitely let you guys know, because that map was my jam. I love that map. All right, so now that we've got out, let's see if we can get a little bit more harvested here, or windrowed up, dug up. I don't even know what you'd call it. And we will see how this goes. Glad to see people using the Spudnik potato bed. Yeah, the potato bed has been a lot of fun to play with here so far. I'm excited to be diving into things. Oh my goodness, we're not actually harvesting anything. My bad, my bad. Let's get all the way back here. I can see, at least I wasn't wasting the potatoes. I think they're still there, so if we go back here, I think I'm harvesting them now. Yep. Good deal, good deal. All right, let's do this. We need a GPS track again, because we've had to leave the game, getting rid of our last one. There we go. Farmer Tech, thanks for coming and hanging out. It was great talking to you tonight. And yeah, I have been absolutely loving all the maps that have been coming out lately. It's been an awesome time in Farm Sim 22. We have been, it felt like there was a lack of maps that really fit my style of gameplay, and now there's too many maps, which is a good problem to have. Yeah, Tristan's farm. I tried to pick up the wider stance tractors here. Now, I'm, farm sim and lining up with rows is always kind of a pain, so I'm not quite lining up with the rows, but all the potato farming I've seen in the area, they've always got the wider stance row crop dual setups on them, not your typical, row crop spacing, but it's always a little bit wider. Landon, appreciate it. Use flotation tires? I don't want to roll over the potatoes with floaters on. I don't think that would work out very well. I think when you're digging them up like this, you're supposed to go between the rows. I'm not an expert, though. I've only seen it done. I've not actually gotten out in the field and done it myself. Let's see here. We're making a mess of things. I probably should have taken off some headland passes or something on this end to create some room for myself. That would have been the smart thing to do. But whoever said we were smart? But yeah, the I forget what they called it again. This is probably a windrower, but it works really good. It's got a nice speed to it. I think all of the equipment here in the pack runs at 9 miles an hour, if I'm not mistaken. So let me see. Potatoes. This is, the harvester itself is only 6, but the 2 windrower deals are 9. The planter is also 6, but I think this thing is like a 12-row planter, if I'm not mistaken. But I just love seeing the potatoes get piled up in the middle there. It's interesting. It's one of the few systems where you dump the crop right out on the ground and then pick it up with another machine. I like how that kind of works. It's a different mechanic than a lot of the other harvesting equipment and such that you play around with. It reminds me a little bit of the swathing mechanics on the Edgewater map that we've been playing on, where you're swathing all of the crop right to the ground and then you come back by and pick it up with the combine. I think that the future of farming will be tractors that hover over the ground. That'll be interesting. All of the hover technology might do some damage to the crops, I think. But they're getting to a point where so much stuff is autonomous now. It's been pretty impressive. Watched a video earlier today where they had drones picking apples off of trees, which was really cool. And it looks like this thing doesn't shift the crops over. Like the harvester will pick up the crops on the ground. This thing does not handle that so well. Let me turn off that part. Run away. Yeah, there's definitely still some fill plane issues to work out with this, because I see the potato fill planes kind of phasing in and out of the machine here. Let's see, I'm way far off here. I just need to shrink up the GPS distance a little bit. Let me do that real quick. It's at 30 foot. What does this thing say in the store it is for width? It says 6 meters. That's terribly helpful. Yes, I see you. Just hang on a second. Can I turn? I thought there was a way to change this from feet to meters in here, but I guess not. Oh, auto width. And then can I reset this? Oh, so much better. There we go. Well, that was easy. Let's dig up this road. It's Michigan. The roads actually do look kind of like that, in that area especially. And, oh, we need to be dumping our potatoes out. Here we go. Good deal. We've solved all of our GPS problems at least. Nice. Nicely done. And precision farming seems to be working pretty well with this stuff. We've got our yield indicators here. I don't know why that one stretch was dark orange all the way down the field like that, but the rest of it seems to be working out for us. But I'm picking up potatoes faster than I'm dumping them on the ground at 9 miles an hour. So that's the one other concern. I'd probably speed up the unload just a little bit on this so that I don't actually end up getting full. I can always slow down, I suppose, but who wants to do that? So we're going to get a lot of potatoes here. I'm curious how big this enclosure is. Let's go check. I'm not sure. I've got a bunch of potatoes in here. Wow, potatoes are worth a ton. I am really curious to see how that works out. We might take the next load of potatoes up to the sell point. I'm kind of curious what one semi worth of potatoes is worth. So much so, I'm going to clear our money. I'm going to set our money down to 0. We gave ourselves a bunch of money to make sure I could buy the equipment tonight. We're going to zero that out. I want to see how much money a semi-load of potatoes is going to be worth. And all of a sudden, I'm at 0% potatoes in the hopper here. So at some point, it started emptying them all out, even though I was harvesting fast enough to catch up with them? Question mark? Let's look at the precision farming map. Oh, I don't have the precision farming map. Hang on. Can I purchase soil information? There we go. And then look at yield. I was in a higher yield area, so as I've gotten into the dark orange, it started putting the potatoes out fast enough that I wasn't catching up anymore. That's probably what was going on. So let's do this then. Let's finally get ourselves a headland pass off so that I can hopefully turn around a little bit easier down here. So I'm going to do that real quick. We'll store some potatoes for a few feet. Maybe not realistic, but it's what we're going to do. I'm not going to make it to the end row, though. Oh my gosh, look at how fast that fills up. Crazy sauce. Alright. Well, let's just get it right back into this. And somewhere right around that. There we go. Maybe it's because there's not enough room to... No, I wasn't dumping potatoes into an existing windrow before, so here it's going down as I harvest, but as I get into the green, it'll probably start going back up, is my guess. Speaking of Michigan roads, don't know if you ever passed through Iona, but they resurfaced M66. Oh, nice. I haven't been to Iona in quite some time. Hey, Mr. Simulation, good to see you, man. How you doing? I have to say I have not been looking up at the stream information at all. It looks like YouTube is deciding to behave tonight, to knock on fake wood of my desk. We had quite a few issues when I first started trying to get back into live streaming here, but it seems like we've got all the kinks worked out now, which I'm excited for. And I also figured out a way to render my videos like 3 times faster last night, so I'm excited about that too. We're getting the workflow all figured out now. And oh my gosh, Road Warrior with the $10 donation super chat here. I appreciate you, sir, and you have made me realize I need to turn on my Stream Elements overlay so you get your pop-up on screen here, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your kind donation. As always, hopefully you're doing well. We are excited to be getting back into streaming here. Go, go, potato harvest. And yeah, we've caught up with our potato export, so we're back down to 0%. So I don't know what it is about going the other way down this field that I was getting full, but seems like everything's under control now. And we're gonna turn off the export. Oh, I was looking down at the chat and I didn't pay attention to our cars. I could turn those cars off, but where's the fun in that? Did I say you were having issues with the big cow farm on UMRV with cow health? Yes, I definitely am. As in, they have no health going up. It seems like other people have reported similar issues. You're on the same farm and animals are 100 health. Interesting. Yeah, I'm on the big dairy farm, and I gave them food. I've even given them TMR now, and they're still at 0% health. They had hay when I passed the night, and they were still at 0% health, so I don't know what's going on. What farming map are we playing on? This is the Frankenmuth farming map that we're playing on by, well, Taylor Farms on the in-game mod hub. I think he's going by Michigan Farms now on Facebook. And so, actually, I think he's live over on Twitch right now, streaming probably on this map or one of his other maps. He's got a few Michigan-based maps. So I think what we're going to do is when we get down to the other end here, I'm going to grab the harvester and the semi, and we're going to see if we can fill that up and go take those potatoes up somewhere and see if we can make some money on potatoes. This map is actually a cross-platform map, so you can play on console as well as PC. It's got a lot of nice, relatively flat fields. There's a little bit of curvature to the fields, some really deep ditches, but mostly square-ish shaped fields, which can make it pretty easy for the worker as long as you do enough headland passes to stay out of the ditch. Tristan's doing bean harvesting on UMRV right now. Mr. Rowe trying to catch the stream. That's always the danger. I miss the Rows trying to read chat most of the time. Kulinski Outdoors, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hunter, what do I need for the community map? All the information about the community multiplayer map is on the Discord server. So for those that don't know, I have a Discord server that's, I don't know, it's exploded this week along with the YouTube channel. I think we're at like 3,300 people on Discord now. And so if you're looking for a multiplayer server to play on, we've got a 16 slot server running the Western Australia 16X map, which has seen a lot of people coming on and off, and we're sort of trying to compete with Argsy Gaming's community, so they are also running a community server with that map. And so I set things up with a similar loadout of mods, and we have challenged the community to try and fill up the silo systems on that map. And so I'm going to be jumping over there Thursday night and seeing how we're doing on that map. I think it'd be kind of fun. And I am leaving potatoes everywhere here. Let's back on up here and try and pick these potatoes up. And so we're going to be over there not tomorrow night, but Thursday night, checking things out, seeing how it's going, and hopefully doing some harvesting of some kind or some kind of job. There's always something going on. We did disable seasons on that map so that we could do all the different kinds of contracts over there. And I haven't been on for a little bit. Yeah, Arxia, it's like I set it up and then I meant to start streaming once a week on it, and then I had to take last week off from streaming for various family and kid activities, so it'll be fun to go over there and check in on everybody. But I have seen people on the server knocking out contracts just about every day, and those fields are huge, so people are knocking out contracts on that map. It means some serious time has gone into farming. Let me get over here. So I also just like the concept of having a challenge map going across communities. I think it's kind of fun to see players get together and do things. I had my players screaming at me when we got started on the first week because we did end up installing a mod to let the combines go just a little bit faster because that map is huge, and even with everybody on, it was taking a bit. And apparently, Argsy had the same mod over on his server, so I got the third degree from several members of the community. They were like, hey, look, they've got better mods than us. We got to step up our game. Oh, I don't think this guy actually managed to get fired off here. Let's try that one more time. Oh, nice, Argsy. I will not be awake at that time, as much as I'd like to come spy on you guys and see what you're doing. Not enough money. Where'd all my money go? Why am I at negative $13,000? What happened? Okay, hang on. Guess we'll give ourselves like 50,000. No, I'm gonna set our money to 50,000. I want to see where my money's going. There we go. All right. RxZFSG, and you've chatted about a crossplay Edgewater challenge server. That would be very interesting indeed, because I know there's a ton of interest in Edgewater. And so that would be fun to get a crossplay server up and running, because that map will be console based. And let's be honest, that map, the fields are so crazy that it would probably be easier to actually harvest them by hand most of the time. I'm finding courseplay is probably a little bit painful to use at times on that map, and I've been having more fun just jumping in the combine myself. So I think that as a cross-play with no course play or auto drive on it, that could be a ton of fun. So yeah, let me know. I will be more than happy to get another server stood up for that. We are going to be standing up a UMRV server with the pre-built farms turned off in the near future for our channel members. In fact, I promised I'd do it last night, so as is standard, it'll probably get done tomorrow. But we're gonna be swapping out. We've got a couple of channel, in addition to the community server, we've got a couple of channel member servers that we run. If you join the server, if you join the channel as a member, then you get access to the members only chat sections on Discord, as well as our members only multiplayer servers where you can actually be a farm manager and run your own farm. And we've been running Huron and Chilliwack, and I think we're going to be swapping Huron out for UMRV tomorrow, which will be a lot of fun. Hey Dan, how you doing? Good to see you, sir. Oh, it looks like the semi is full, so let me go ahead and shut this thing down. And then we're going to grab this, turn it off, and I am going to get rid of the cruise control. That keeps tricking me up here. There we go. And I was going to take this up to sell. Oh, this thing's cool. I installed this time-saving stock check to see like what the current price, max price is, and what the max price has been. And it tells me how many potatoes I have in stock and what that total value would be now versus what the total value could be. This is a really cool mod. But right now, I'm just really curious to tag this place and then look at the map. Oh, it's the train. Oh, fascinating. Well, that would explain why it's worth so much more. Well, maybe we won't do that just yet. Oh no, we dropped our trailer. Maybe we'll wait and I'll set up an auto drive course in the last like half hour of the live stream here, 15 minutes of the live stream, and we'll haul everything down at once and sell on the train. Don't let ClutchBot on the servers. Yeah, no kidding. All right, let's do this. I forget, we've got manual transmission on. Shift your gears, dude. Shift those gears. Man, these potatoes actually pull. So 10th is too slow. 11th is, yeah, I'm not going to get much over 23 miles an hour out here in the field. Nice. Probably somewhat realistic. All right, let's do this. And this is where, again, this potato pack would be awesome as a multiplayer setup. Oh, there's a truck. Oh no, I don't have brakes. My bad. Oh, I left this thing running. Like, luckily I've got my fuel consumption turned down. All right, let's fold the side up on this truck so that we're not leaking potatoes over the side the whole time. My goodness. And then we'll pull this in here. Have that start emptying. And we'll just jump right back into it with this guy. Now I'm hoping that Follow Me has saved my distance settings independently for each of these vehicles. So this is a mod I've not used a whole lot of in Farm Sim. I usually just use Courseplay and Auto Drive for everything. And so I'm kind of playing around with this, not for the first time, but reacquainting myself with it here in FS22. And hopefully, as I learn all the things there are to know about it, it'll make making some kind of a tutorial video easier on this. My hope is to start putting out tutorial content again, and you know, doing those videos on, what did I say in my schedule now, Saturday. So for those that haven't seen, I posted earlier today a schedule for the channel. I'm hoping to do with my 7-day-a-week posting schedule to put out UMRV on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we're doing Edgewater Sask on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm also going to live stream Tuesday and Thursday nights, with the plan being Tuesday to be try something new day in live streams, either mods like this or a map that I haven't played on. And then on Thursdays, we'll hit one of the multiplayer servers up and help out. And then we will be, what else? On Saturdays, we'll be doing either tutorials or like bonus content type videos. I've got some more blooper videos to post from various series. And then Sunday is our staff role-playing game, which has been a lot of fun on Middleburg. I don't think I have anything leased. I'm guessing what I'm paying for is the worker to drive the truck here, which is now full. So let me, how do I turn the worker off? There's got to be a way to stop the worker from inside my vehicle. So let me just find the follow me controls real quick. Follow, choose other, right shift, right control F. I did that, nothing happened. Initiate / choose. Let me see. Is that gonna stop? No. Well, it stopped now, but that's not quite... Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, well, apparently I can't stop this guy from inside my vehicle. That would have been a cool feature to have. I'll have to read up on that a little bit more. Blake's getting a new PC tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, I've been loving my new PC. Actually, that's probably one of the next videos I need to do is... going over kind of the setup and stuff. I get a lot of questions from people about like what PC do you have and all this stuff, and it's gonna be easier if I just make a video about it. Plus I just redid my entire office area, so it might be fun to show that off, see what people think. Oh, the soil samples. Thank you, Holder. That is exactly where all of my money went, and I can't believe it let me go negative, actually. Although kind of nice, I suppose, if you really want those soil samples and you don't have the money. They need to add a call worker feature so you can tell the worker what to do. I would love to see the workers continue to get smarter, although I have to say I really like how Courseplay was reimagined for FS22. A lot of props to the Courseplay devs for taking the systems that were added to the game and doing something completely new with them. I think that was really well done on their part. We're remembering to shift. It's getting easier, folks. Still not going to get much over the 23. Oh no, the grain truck's going to champ it out. It's got the juice. We'll see if it has better brakes than the semi does. Hopefully I don't have to rear end him. Okay, I can't see around that corner, or I'm too lazy to look around that corner. Luckily there was no cars. King Randy, always appreciate you swinging by and hanging out in the chat. Have a good evening, sir. I should set it so that I only have these 3 vehicles and I can just tab through them more easily. That's what I should do. There we go. All right. Man, so it's a little bit slow because we're having to do all the jobs, but even if I had a full crew, I don't know if we would have finished this whole field tonight. We probably would. If we had like 3 more trucks and enough people to run all the equipment and 2 of these windrowers, we could totally have taken out a field this size. How big is this field? This field is... Oh wow, this field's big. 36, almost 37 acres. That's a decent sized field. Let's go. I would love to see auto drive work with the potato harvester, where you could just have the trucks automatically coming out to fill up, kind of like when you're doing forage harvesting. It'd be interesting to see if you could reimagine the potato harvester and have the same animations that you have here, but have it act like the forage harvester does in game, so that things like auto drive and stuff would work better with it. That would be interesting. Not that I've tried auto drive with this, but I'm just thinking if the hired helper isn't quite able to handle it, I don't think auto drive is gonna work out so well with this. And oops, I forgot to turn on the driver. There we go. You coming, dude? I know I turned him on. I saw the little stuff pop up. There we go. Am I gonna do any beets after this? Not today. I would love to try out some of the sugar beet stuff though, because I saw some of the, is it Amity is the brand that's been getting added. Some of the mods have been coming back with that. And so sugar beets are really popular in the Michigan area as well. And in parts of like southern Minnesota and stuff, there were lots of potatoes and sugar beets. So I would love to do some root crop harvesting at some point in a Let's Play series again. We did a bit of that on the Royalton, Minnesota save back in FS19, and it was fun. So I would love to try it again here at some point. We've been doing a lot of like the just standard row crop stuff for a long time on the channel. That's my jam. I actually know how that farming works because I used to work on a farm. But it's been fun, especially with Edgewater, doing something a little bit different, you know, swapping crops and a lot of different mechanics and different new crops to the game, you know, peas and lentils and stuff. That stuff has been a lot of fun to play around with. And then also on Farmville, I focused on hogs and had a lot of fun with that. And now on UMRV, we're running a large-scale dairy, or soon-to-be large-scale dairy, so I'm doing a lot of stuff I haven't typically done there. Lots of grass work, and we've gotten into our corn silage now, which, spoiler alert, because I've already recorded videos for Wednesday and Friday now. Corn harvest, or the corn chopping, man, we're going to get a lot of corn, and that's going to be a lot of fun, so I can't wait for you guys to see those videos. So I've been having fun. There's so many great maps out, lots of cool mods coming out. Yeah, Legendary, I really appreciate you letting me in on the food situation on that map. Now that we've got the corn silage coming in, and I know that I'm going to have a mountain of silage to feed my cows, I'm going to start maxing out those barns and really making some milk here soon. But yeah, we're using that old school John Deere forage harvester. It is self-propelled, but it's pretty old school, and that's been a lot of fun. And I apologize, I've got something in my tooth. So I can't wait. I know people like seeing new things. People are excited for UMRV, so we're going to be diving into that. The only thing that's held me back from buying a ton more cows has been that there's some kind of an issue where I can't seem to get the health to go up on my cows, which means they're not breeding. I'm getting milk, so production is up, but I'm not going to be making more cows, which would be kind of sad. And so I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to get their health to start going up. Trio, I did a map tour on that map, so I showed everybody the Easter egg on Middleburg before the map was released, because Nitro Dad told me about it. So I've definitely seen the Easter eggs on Middleburg. All right. Time to rotate our truck situation here. Yep, there is a guy hanging out at the cabins. And this is what I'm talking about, just this long pause when you get into equipment sometimes. I don't know what that's all about. It just started not too long ago. All right, so we have harvested most of the way down here. Looks like I left the harvester running, my bad. So I'm just gonna make sure we emptied this thing out. I don't know how many potatoes were in there, but I need enough space to get this thing turned around. And then we're back to the windrower. I just can't believe that we get like a full semi-load each trip down the field. This is insane, the amount of volume you get off of root crops. It's awesome. Oh, I forgot, it's not a pull by the side, it's a straddle the rows. Oh my goodness. I forgot this is the one tractor I have that has an IVT in it, so I don't use the manual shifting where reverse and forward are both the gas pedal. Leads to a few interesting bumps into the sides of the buildings and such. And look at how bad the nitrogen and pH values are in this field. Think about how many potatoes we'd get if those weren't completely destroyed. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get him emptied and then we'll switch over to the windrower. Might as well shut that down. Wait for him to finish unloading and then we'll shut him down. There we go. See, we've almost half filled up this truck already, over half full, just with the potatoes we had sitting in there from turning around. Amazing. Clayton, how you doing? Appreciate the kind words. We've been having a ton of fun with the UMRV series. Excited to get videos out there. It's such a big map too. It doesn't look big when you first get onto it, but then you start farming those fields and you realize that it's a 4X. And I think I under purchased some of my equipment. We've got some pretty small tractors and equipment on that map right now, and so we might make a couple of swaps at some point here sooner than later, but we're trying to do everything legitimately. We brought our money and everything from the Farmville series over onto that map, and so I'm not cheating in any money. I gave me just the money that I had from the other series, and we'll see how it goes, because I'm excited for sure to see how fast we can grow that farm up, pick up some more fields, and start making some money. I think the cows are going to just be amazing for that. I think if I can get to a point where the milk is covering all of our leasing costs and stuff, or we can start buying out some of the leased equipment with the lease to own mod, that we're going to be doing really good. We're going to be able to afford to get some pretty swanky equipment on that save, or on that let's play, I should say. Case IH, how you doing, man? But yeah, we could have been completely done windrowing this field if I had like one other person on the server here for sure. Like, I think 2 people could actually handle this because the windrower goes 50% faster than the harvester. And so, you know, with a follow me on the truck, and then when the truck gets full, the person just kind of swaps off. I think you could keep it going if you had just one other person that you wanted to play with and you were trying to play with the potato pack. I think 2 people could do it and keep the machines moving nonstop. You'd be busy, but I think you could pull it off. Does the windrower not support a worker? So it does. If I think it does. If you start dumping the potatoes out first, maybe. But what happens is when it gets to the end row, it's going to not skip over the 3 rows that you need to skip to start going back up the other way. And so you'll be driving on top of the potatoes, and the windrower doesn't pick up the potatoes that are on the ground when it digs them up. And so it gets really wonky once it starts trying to drive on the potato pile here. So I guess, you know, if you wanted to try and really game it out, you could start the helper at the end of the field, jump over to the harvester for, you know, the 45 seconds or whatever it takes, and then jump back and forth all the time. I'm just not that talented at this hour of the night. Oh, good water. We've got to, I got to set up an alarm system to remind me to drink water throughout the stream still. That's one of the stream overlay type things that I want to put in still. Course play with a wider work area and an offset. That would be the way to do it. And then you could use like a left and right windrower. Yeah, there you go. Argsy's on it. Left and right windrower with the course play with two machines. And then you just have to have them follow the right pattern so that they skip into their respective rows. And the windrowers are always pointing in at each other. That would totally work. That would require a little bit of advanced course playness that I have not gotten back into. I knew how to do all of that in FS19, but the FS22 interface is, I don't know, a little clunkier for some of those kinds of things for me, because you used to be able to really easily set like some of those things, and maybe you still can, and I'm just missing it, but I haven't gotten into it yet. So part of it is also, you know, and I'm not complaining by any means. I love course play on FS22. I think it's probably their best iteration yet, in my opinion. But it changes so often that it can be very difficult to keep up with all of the different changes and stuff that they've got going on. And so I feel like it's finally started to stabilize in recent months, where they're not, you know, making big sweeping changes anymore, but there's still just a lot of changes going on. I feel like there was some potatoes here that I'm trying to pick up right now, but I guess I'm wrong. It looks like there's potatoes on the ground, but then when I get down here, it's just different ground texture, so okay. You can set the harvester up on course play with the width set to 2 times the windrower width to hopefully run down the center row. Yeah, that would be the tricky part, I suppose, to get that all set up exactly right. Oops, I'm doing it again. We're not putting the potatoes out the windrower here. There we go. And now I've messed up my GPS alignment. Here we go. Perfect. Course play updates to a newer version more often than a cow needs to be milked, yeah. Although it seems like they took a small pause after pushing 7.2 to the in-game mod hub, which was good. Got kind of a breath of air there. Trio, I should go on to Welker Farms and do a Millennial Farmer Invades Welker Farms video. That could be interesting. I did it the other way around, right before they actually did it, so I always thought that was kind of funny. Caden, yes, this potato pack is a PC-only set of mods. We are trucking here, though. We're not even done with these short rows, though. Like, that's the part that's amazing to me on this. So many potatoes. We're up to... Where's my list here? I can't remember what the key is with... what do you call it? The unit convert mod. Toggle is right shift slashy thing. Okay, let's see if right shift slashy thing works on here. Oops. It does, but not in the way that I wanted it to. What was the other command? Right shift, right control. There we go. I bet that's the one I'm looking for. Tons. There we are. Tons is what I want for that. 220 tons of potatoes already. We'll start measuring in tons here to see where we're getting. I pushed the wrong button. I wanted to leave that down to get the potatoes, but turn off the potato dumping feature. Very nice. Whoa, car, whoa. The traffic is fast on this map. We'll take this back down to the other end and grab that harvester and see what we get in tons for a semi-load. I'm really curious. Oh, goodness. I guess now is as good a time as any to try the worker out, see what happens. No. You may not hire a worker with this. I wonder if that's because I'm putting potatoes out. Oh, no, it's because I have GPS turned on. Hang on. There we go. See? Worker works fine. Piece of cake. Alright, well, let's go ahead and pull this out there now. It'll make unloading a little bit easier when we get in here on the next run. Boop, boop, ba-doop. Oh, manual gears. Shifting up. I gotta get over here before that red car catches me. Coming through. Alright, we're gonna leave it running because this thing is not gonna take that long to fill up the truck. We forgot to start this truck up. There's my worker. And we'll start this up. Away we go. Let's go, worker. You coming? Apparently no. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Give me a second. We're gonna stop this guy as long as we're here, or maybe actually just start him off going the other way as long as we're here. Keep everything moving. This field is longer than I thought. Oh, we're all over the place, so we might as well leverage a worker while we can. I could get away one more row, something around there. And then this person, I don't know why, but I was kind of expecting it to. There we go. I think I just needed to pick the machine better. I didn't realize that it was waiting for me to pick which machine I wanted it to follow by hitting it again. There we are. We're figuring it out, folks. This is working so much better. So much better. And is it already full? Oh my goodness. CNG mapping, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay. One truck full. Man, if I'd set this up as a multiplayer server, we could be rocking tonight. I think I'm going to set up a dedicated server that I just use for live streams now that I'm going to try and live stream twice a week, so I can always just toss all the mods on that one server and have all the information on the Discord server for people to get the mods and jump in and play. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it. And let's see if this guy is going to keep up with us this time. He looks to be doing a good job. Is it that? I want him to drop back just a little bit. Hang on, let me go check the controls again. Precision farming, manual attach, follower, change difference. Oh, it's right shift, right control. Okay. There we go. That's better. That way he's not so far ahead of me. Can kind of keep things going. Oh no, the guy at the other end. You, sir, you are not doing the right things. I don't know what you're doing, but they're not the right things. So let's go ahead and just grab us the end row here. Get rid of the obnoxious pop-ups. Here we are. And now you can just start going back down the right. Oh, whoa, whoa, we're not harvesting. Stop, stop, everybody, stop. We've made a mess. Try this again. Lower this. Put the potatoes out of the machine. Then turn on the helper. See? Problems averted. Not this guy, not this guy. Here we are. Away we go. Oh, we've got it all sorted out. Well, now we're being more efficient. We can actually leverage the in-game helpers with this. It's a little bit better than I expected. I was not thinking that the in-game help would work out too well, but as long as you catch him on the end rows there, it seems to work all right. And honestly, if I'd taken off the headlands better, he could do the first turn around and come back in on himself when he was going down on the end there and make a full round without interaction, and that would have been fine. So let's get down here to the end row. I'm not sure if we're going to fill this semi up or not before we get to the end row, but hopefully we will. Tyler, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I am doing well. We are getting the potato harvest going here. I've been having fun with this. I think with a few small tweaks, I could actually run with these mods on a multiplayer server. I don't think I'd want to do potatoes single player again, but this could be fun multiplayer. Hey Logan, how you doing? Now the question is, can I do the full turnaround here with the semi on my left side? Doot, 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 doot. Oh, that blue, hang on, I'm gonna block for the semi. You can do it, semi. I'm holding the traffic back for you. There we are. Teamwork. Tyler, I doubt this pack will come out for consoles. It is a PC release at this point. Is the truck on Follow Me or Course Player what? Dirt Bikes and More. The truck is currently on Follow Me is what I'm using for this. And oh my goodness, the other worker here needs to be stopped before he does something I regret. The only downside to using the workers for this is you gotta stay on top of them. That's alright. We'll get him lined up here and back off to the races. Oh, not that guy, this guy. We're almost done filling up this semi. Definitely not going to make it to the end. We're not going to make it another 20 feet, I don't think. Mr. Simulation, what mod is it that gives the helpers a name? Great question. If If I knew, I'd tell you. Hang on. It's like the helper administration mod or something along those lines. I will alt-tab for you, sir, and I will look real quick. A live stream mods. It's called Helper Admin. It's on the in-game mod hub, and it does a few cool things for you. But yeah, the main thing is it lets you provide a name to your helpers, and then you can adjust a bunch of other settings around the helpers as well. I haven't played around with it. I installed the mod, and the goal was, because it lets me set the names of my helpers, I was going to set the helper names to channel members' names, and I haven't gotten around to that just yet. And so hopefully at some point soon I can do some cool things like that and have channel members show up as my in-game workers when I'm doing my single player and Let's Plays and stuff like that when I'm not doing multiplayer. Who is the modder? Tyler Phillips. The links to the social media accounts for the modders involved in the different packs that I'm using in today's video are in the description of the live stream. What mod is that big potato harvester? You've been trying to find it? Yeah, just look at the links in the live stream description. And then I'm also posting links to mods on my Discord server as well. So for those that are just joining us, we talked about it earlier, but I do have a Discord server with, well, we're over 3,000 people on the server now. And I've been posting all of the mods that I'm using in my series are starting to go into my Discord server. We have a FS22 mod links channel. And in addition to the mods I use, a lot of the modders and stuff that are in the community have been posting links to their mods there as well. Hey, Grant, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, sir. Caden, you love the flags flying on the implements? I do too. I think it's a nice little touch. Yep, Helper Admin is the name of the mod, Mr. Simulation. All right, we're going to unload both trucks here. And oh, I see our worker is at the end of the field making a mess down there again. I keep forgetting about him. Oh, we hit that culvert hard. That was unfortunate. All right, let's jump down here before something else bad happens. Oh, he stopped. Okay, good deal. We're just going to pick up that. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, I see you now. Listen, okay, that was clearly my fault. I'm just trying to turn around on the middle of a busy road here with my farm equipment. I don't understand why everybody decides now is the time they want to drive down this road. Grant, you wish you could get Spudnik equipment on console? Yeah, unfortunately. I don't think it's a licensed brand with Farm Sim, so probably isn't going to happen, even though I think they're probably owned by the same parent company as is it Grimmy stuff? I think one of your favorite maps is either Frankenmuth or Michigan Farming because they have the road ditches. Yeah, the road ditches are real on this map for sure. Oh no, okay. It's picking it up. I thought we were going to have a row of shame here, but it looks like we're just getting it. And I wanted to dump this truck as well. Keep everything moving here. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I'm always surprised at how many people from Minnesota I run into. I was born in Albert Lea, and so I spent my teenage years in the south central Minnesota area. Now that I've got that empty, we do have this row of shame all the way down the field. Unfortunate. Hey, Ty, how's it going? Do I know if there is a GPS mod for consoles? Unfortunately, I don't believe there is. I think console users are stuck with the in-game helper or driving as straight as you can. There's no GPS mod that I've become aware of yet. Ohio Richland has good road ditches. Yeah, that's a good one. Honestly, Edgewater, I know it's a Canadian map, but Edgewater feels very much like a lot of areas of the Midwest that I've been to as well. Good road ditches. UMRV has some good ditches too. Some really good ditches. I've put a few pieces of equipment into them so far. Bloopers pending. And there's that truck. And let's get this guy going. Oh, I see our workers down there getting into trouble. Let me just pull this guy forward enough to straighten out the semi. We'll go save this guy from himself. Actually, we can go all the way down here. We can start the long rows. I didn't think we would get to the long rows this stream the way things were going. You'll notice that the base game equipment does include 2 of the big self-propelled harvesters here on this map. I have not played around with those too much. I actually like that the flag like kind of flutters in the wind a little bit. I think that was a cool touch. It's not completely static. It does move a little bit. All right, here we go. Helper on. Not our best setup, but that's all right. Here we go. And where am I at? I'm thinking about buying the Logitech heavy equipment panel. I used to have that side panel, and I loved it. It worked great. The joystick was awesome for the loading. The buttons were handy to have there too. When I switched to having the Stream Deck, I moved everything onto that and was using that. I kind of got rid of the stuff that attaches to my desk. Also, I'm right-handed, and I have this standing desk, and the control panel for getting up and down with the standing desk is right where I would put the heavy equipment panel. And so I actually gave that to somebody in the community that was looking for one a while back just because I didn't have a use for it. But I always really liked it. I liked the steering wheel from the heavy equipment, like the whole pack. It had the little tractor ball on it. It was small, but it worked really good for the game, but it was not well constructed, and so it didn't last very long, and it was kind of squeaky. Oh, nice, David. Yeah, I used to work on a farm the farmer lived in Heartland, but most of the farm itself was actually up in the New Richland, Minnesota area, a little tiny town off of, what would that be, Minnesota 13, if I'm not mistaken, is the highway that runs north-south there? I can't remember now. That was, man, I almost hate to do the math, but over 25 years ago. We are getting some potatoes here, folks. Oh, and our worker is down here again, doing his thing, being goofy. So let's see if we can take a few headland passes off. We don't. The problem is this thing doesn't hold enough potatoes to really do headlands per se. Oh no! Turn off the potatoes going into the woods. That's not going to help anybody. Put the tractor into the woods. I'm going to try and go for 2 here. I think I can get 2 headland passes off. Give us at least a little bit of room. We're driving over all these potatoes. It's so terrible. Here we go. We got this. Oh, Grant, I would love to still be farming. We just crashed into that tree. Yep, that would be the dream. My wife, not so much a fan of the rural living. She's a city gal, so we've kind of compromised on living in a not overly populated area. But yeah, we're not on a farm. I would love to, at some point, make enough money to buy a small farm and start farming just for fun. A couple 100 acres and some equipment. Pull a Grant Hilbert and start farming small scale. I think it'd be kind of cool. Gonna go ahead and pull this truck around as long as I'm tabbing through equipment at the moment. Legendary, your internet's making you regret that rural living. Yeah, that's the downside. That is definitely the downside. Dan, anyone ever try a real steering wheel knob on a Logitech wheel? I have not, but I have been thinking about it because I would love to have a knob on my wheel again. Hey, Sniper Steve, how you doing, sir? Bahab was wondering if you could help this old man out. You did not mean to purchase an old windmill and having a problem getting rid of it. First time playing FS22. Sure, so if you have put down a placeable that you want to get rid of, that's actually not too hard. So if you go into the store menu here, go into the construction, as if you were going to place down a new placeable, there's a demolish button hiding over here. And if you click on demolish and then you can mouse over one of your placeables, you should be able to get rid of it. So if I click on like this shed here, I could get rid of this shed just by clicking on it. I don't really want to do that. Here, we'll get rid of this. You'll see some things change color, some things don't change color as noticeably, but some of them will give you a highlighted color. So for example, this silo system, I can just sell it and it's gone. So that's the easy way to do it. RXZ FSG got a John Deere wheel knob, but not sure if he ever fitted it. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Okay, Semi, see if you can keep up. We're gonna race ahead of you so I can get turned in before you crash into me. Like so. Oh, come on, you can do it. I'm nervous. Where's my worker? Oh, my worker is doing bad things. Stop, stop. We're doing too many things at once. I hope that Semi is going to figure it out. Worst case, take the windmill out, save, and reload it without it. Yeah, it could work too. Oh, we've got potatoes everywhere down here. It's Potato-geddon. But the Semi figured it out, so we got that win at least. Yeah, Trio, I've actually, well, I was out on Grant's farm when he was getting ready for harvest year before last. And I've been out there, I mean, we were out on his farm over Farm Progress show as well. So I've been out there a few times. Oh, looks like the Semi's full. I'm just going to keep trucking here until this thing gets full as well. Because I think a full harvester here is almost a full grain truck. I'm kind of curious to see how much that is actually going to be. So let's stop here. And we will bring this back up. So one Semi is 57.7 tons. Nice. The rise of zombie potatoes, exactly. The Logitech panel's in a pack with the pedals and wheel right now for only 200, so you're thinking about it. Yeah, dirt bikes and more. I would say the side panel is worth it. The steering wheel is mediocre, kind of poor quality, but I used one for 2 years before mine broke. The pedals were not very good though. My pedals stopped working pretty quickly. They were pretty flimsy. Am I planning to head to PAX at all? Not to. Boston's a little bit of a jog for me, but my wife would love to be up in Boston. I used to work for a company based out of Boston, so I've been up there quite a few times, but no, I don't have any plans to go to PAX this year. We've been pretty busy just trying to get the American farming game done. And so I've been, when I'm not doing YouTube content, I've been heads down working on that. So it's getting there. And here come the million questions of when that's coming out. And the answer is I don't know. or I shouldn't say I don't know. I guess I could probably say I can't tell you. So we're still working on things, but as soon as we're ready to announce a release date again, I will definitely be letting you guys know, because that's been quite the project. That's been a lot of fun to build a video game from scratch and try to put a lot of cool features in as somebody who has real-world farming experience as well as years and years of farm sim experience. I'm kind of curious to see how we can do for a mobile game. You know, there's a lot of limitations and things that we can't do that you can do on PC that you can't do everything on mobile, but we're doing some pretty cool stuff. We've got some feature function coming that is something I haven't seen in any other farming games, so I'm excited about that. And there we go. That's all hooked up. And let's try this again. Oh, there goes my potatoes already. See if we can fill this truck up before the harvester even gets empty. I think we're going to be able to. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of potatoes. Those knobs back in the 50s, especially on tricycle front ends, caused a lot of wrist injuries. Yeah. Yep. We used to have one on all the tractors we were driving. I used to drive a lot of the old Soundguard style tractors. So we had a 4240, 4630, and a 4850. And then we also had an older Farmall narrow front. I forget what model it was, but it was small. We used it to mow the grass and grade the driveway. Hydrate. There you go, Trio. Who needs a plug-in when I've got you? Charles, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Let's get these potatoes dumped off here. Alrighty. One more load. Oh, we're halfway down the field again. Alright, I think we're going to be done with this worker. We're going to shut you down for a minute now. I don't think we're going to get to all the potatoes we've already got. Godly Devil, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. What platforms will American farming be on? We're going to release that on the Apple Play Store, the Apple Store, and the Google Play Store. So iOS and Android. Yeah, Bryson, I tried to message you back on Facebook, but I keep getting errors when I try to reply to Facebook messages under my business account for the Kedrick Farms Facebook page. So 80 to 90% of the time, I can't reply back to anybody that messages me on my Facebook page. So this, I'll say this first and then try to answer your question. But the best place to communicate with me and other people in the community would be the Discord server. That's the best place to try and get help because there's a lot of really great people in the community that have lots more answers than I do sometimes. But with regards to the conditioning for hay, if you're using that Swather pack by BC Bueller, you should be able to just run it, and when you hook that header up to it, you should see two attachment icons in front of the implement in the upper left-hand corner there. And when you turn it on, as long as both of those are blue, it should be turning things into hay for you, which should be a lighter color windrow. And then you just have to bale it up, and those will be hay instead of wet grass. Man, 6 miles an hour feels so slow after driving the windrower at 9. Oh, I've got my lights on. Doop. I'm curious. So this map has the train. I'm curious what that looks like down at the other end. I know I said I wasn't going to buy the train and try and fill it up, but I'm kind of curious now because the price for the potatoes at the train is double, more than double, almost 3 times what it is other places. So we might go down there. We might take a load of potatoes down here when we finish this next pass and just play around with that before the end of the stream here. Almost crashed, not quite. Oh, follow me, you silly guy. I think we're finally gonna ditch the traffic just to help this guy out. Where'd traffic go? There we go. Oh, but unfortunately, the worker already gave up. I was too slow. Too slow. Let's see. How close do I need to be? Oh, not too close. Coming or what? Slowest semi-truck ever. Alright, let's see it. I'm almost full. I am full. At least the harvester is able to output faster than it picks up. Even with the double windrow into the middle here. Perfect, perfect setup. Yeah, we're definitely going to fill this semi up before we get to the end row. All right. I'm super curious to see how this train's going to work out. Different maps have implemented that functionality a little bit different in my experience, so I'm hoping there's like a big silo system there that I can load up as much as I want. Would be cool. Because then in a perfect world I could have an auto drive course that's taking them out of my potato storage here on the farm and just running them all down there, and then I can rent the train and load up as much as I want into the train all at once and sell that for a premium. That would be the way to do it. So let's get down here. We'll run and see what that looks like. We may even try and set that up real quick. Boop. Oh no, my mouse went outside of Farm Sim and I clicked on something. Oh. Oh goodness. These potatoes got some weight to them. We went flying, folks. Okay, we've recovered. Downshift. Onto the road. And record. Right into the mailbox. I'm recording an auto drive course on the off chance that I want to put more than one truckload into the train here. I figure we're driving down here anyway, we might as well. Talking about lights, how do you shut off signals and beacon lights on the tractors? So 2 on the number pad is 4-way flashers, and then the home key is the it's either home or end is the beacons. Oh boy, that's a legitimate auto drive course, right? We didn't roll over. Yeah, I'm curious. I guess I don't know how far behind the stream is to chat, so crash counter +1. Exactly. I need a button that shows my crash counter current count. Actually, I should probably just leave it on the screen at all times here. I've got it set up so it shows up below my portrait these days. I thought that was a little bit better spot for it, with the intent of just leaving it on the screen all the time, and then I didn't do that. Okay. So, where is the train? I know I've got something highlighted right now, but I think that's just a train purchase doohickey. Lime, Pizzeria, Taylor. I think it's this Grain Pool East. I wish I knew if this was just a container or actually a sell point. It says tip station. I just don't want to accidentally sell it. I want to store it. I'm just going to check the rest of these real quick. I think these are all the productions. What are my sell points real quick? Yeah, it's not a sell point, so that's definitely it. Or what was it called again? Sorry. Grain Pool East. I think it's this thing right here. I think I can load and unload from it, so let's do this. This is the worst auto drive course ever, for reference. There we go. And then I'm gonna need to put one more point just past where I'm at. I'll finish dumping the potatoes. FS Club, how you doing, sir? This has been a fun trailer. This comes with the Spudnik pack for the potatoes. I've been really enjoying it tonight. And here we're gonna add a train grain dump. Boom. And then I guess I can just drive through town here. Might as well continue on with my worst auto drive course in the history of auto drive. See if we can get ourselves into trouble. And big wide turn to avoid the stop sign here. Hopefully the signs can be knocked down though. Oh, they're drive-throughable. Great. Perfect. I love it. Crisscross auto drive course. I want to see how many potatoes I can put on a train, so I'm going to get this course running, and then we're going to start both trucks up delivering potatoes, and then I'm going to go figure out how to use the train, because I'm just really curious now. Oh wait, I just made a ton of money. Did I actually sell those potatoes then? Man, I thought I was delivering them. That was a load of potatoes I sold. See how little attention I'm paying? Let's go check the finance screen. Sad face. Yeah, oh no, that was the building I sold. Oh, okay. Never mind. We're good. It was the building. Blake, where can you get the trailer from? The link's in the description. This would be part of the Spudnik pack that was released. Is the pack free? Yep, the pack is free. BC Bueller Farms definitely need one. Where did I find the pack? The pack was released on Facebook by, gosh, I don't remember his name. Just check the description of the video. I linked all the mods right there in the description of the live stream video here. So you got the whole Spudnik pack plus the box over there on that straight truck. All mods that are available, and oh my goodness, worst auto drive course ever. We're gonna keep going with it. Why not? I forgot we need to fill on this side. Oh, I'm not getting the fill. I'm not close enough, really? Okay. There's a limit to how bad I can make an auto drive course. Let's back up here a little bit and see where the fill trigger is. I can always scoot the auto drive line over with the mouse controls. I just want to make sure that this thing actually works first. No, I'm not getting a dump trigger at all. Well, that's unfortunate. Where's my dump trigger? It's right there. I should be able to load potatoes. What am I doing wrong? Why won't the potatoes come out? Maybe it's something wrong with the truck. I don't think so. I'm able to dump into it out of other things. I've got the truck selected. Well, dang. I don't know. Alright. Let's move this truck out of the way. I'm going to grab the other truck, and we're going to see if that one works. If not, we may have to end on a sad note here. I was hoping to end on a happy note with choo-choo trains. Am I at the right shed? Yes, I've been dumping everything into that first shed, so I should be able to unload out of the first shed here. I need to move this planter out of my way at some point, too. Alright, let's see. Oh, there, this one actually will let me pull out of it. I had to get a little bit further forward than I expected. Let me just, let me try this one more time from the other direction. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, this works great on this truck, so it's just the truck. That's okay, we can deal with that. Let me finish recording the worst auto drive course in the history of auto drive. Because this is going to need to come all the way back up to here. Back it up. Manual transmission truck. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay. Now that we have made this entire terrifying course, let me just come over here and rejigger things, and I have to put in a waypoint name for this. So we're gonna rejigger ourselves over so that we come in straight up, and I guess I don't need to be in for the other one, so we can balance this out. I hate doing this stuff by hand, but yeah, that looks totally legit. There's no way this has problems. Okay. And then up here, I need to grab a point and give it a name. Somewhere around here should, in theory, work. Potato fill. There we go. Now, if I remember my auto drive, it's pick up and deliver from potato fill to the train grain dump. And we want potatoes. And we want him to do it all by himself. Nope, why is it train grain dump? Stop. Potato fill. There we go. Alright. It wouldn't be a Kettering Farm stream without technical issues. Yeah, there you go. Oh, BC Bueller Farms, how you doing? You haven't started yours yet. It's a partnership with a real brand project. You're waiting for some things from them to hopefully soon get started on it. Nice. Okay, this thing's trying to fill out of the wrong one. I was worried about that. So let me pull forward a little bit and see if he has a better time. And while he's having a better time, let me see if we can make this guy not drive through the other zone. That's going to be a sharp turn coming in here, but hopefully that'll work. And I just want to see if this guy's going to do this or not. So off you go. And let's try this guy one more time. Since the other guy can do it, maybe he can do it on auto drive. Maybe it's just me that's the problem. Wouldn't be the first time. So we're going to pick up and deliver from Potato Land to Train Land with potatoes. Time to go. Let's see it. Hey, Tech for the Disabled. I don't know if I caught you earlier, but welcome to the stream. All right. Don't get stuck in the other zone. I could just delete the other building, I suppose, actually, while I'm here. Construction. Demolish this building. Yes. Okay. Yeah, this semi is not refilling from a zone on its own. Interesting. Well, I'll have to reach out to the modder about that, because otherwise this semi has worked out awesome for us with the Spudnik pack. I just wish I could dump out of our storage. Ryan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Well, I'm at least going to let this guy dump, and then we'll just buy a train and sell one semi and one grain truckload. See what we make. We're not going to be too picky. I'm excited just to be playing around with all the new mechanics here. Not really new mechanics, but new mods and stuff. I wonder if there's a way to get this to dump faster, like to have the back door swing up or something. Because this thing unloads pretty slow. Let's go, let's go. All right, let's go figure out where I rent a train. This thing's telling me it's over here, but I don't think this is where I get the train. I think that's just where he exits. I think I have to get the train back here. Here's where I load the train. Here's where I get the train, I bet. Is that our rent train for $1,000 an hour? Okay. Arriving soon, 3.2 kilometers away. Tiny Man, who's my favorite modder? I can't really say that I've got a favorite modder. I do prefer playing with North American-based mods, but I don't have one modder that I would say is my absolute favorite. I have quite a few modders that I've definitely enjoyed playing with their mods, though. Trying to figure out where the train is. I think the arriving soon is when it enters the map. I just don't want to miss it. And the question is am I paying that $1,000 an hour when it's not even on the map yet? Because I really don't think that's fair. Although it's probably why there's such a premium on selling to the train stop. .8 kilometers to go. Now it says 9.2. I'm trying to see if I can tab to the train. Where's the train? Oh, there's the train. How do I switch to the train? I can't switch to it. There's a setting for that, I think. It's like a tab to train setting, if I'm not mistaken. Switch to trains is on. Oh. Maybe it'll stop when it gets there? I'm nervous. I don't want my train to go past me. No. We're gonna get up here and start trying to get in. Yeah, I've been using the Lazy E Vermeer Tedder myself. Oh goodness, he's not stopping. Stop! Wow, you don't seem to be able to get in. Is he gonna stop when he gets here? Okay, he's gonna stop. Thank you. Rented by me. Well, now we know. I've not used the train a whole lot, as you can tell. So, which of these can hold potatoes? I don't think the grain one can hold potatoes, but let's check. I should have gone the other way. There's all kinds of bonus things on here. Oh, it can hold potatoes. Look at that. How much can one train car hold? That's the question. Second train car can hold them too? Awesome. Oh no, stop. I wanted to, I can unload and load them. Awesome, okay, that's good to know. So I'm at 98% is 73, so I can hold 75 tons of potatoes. Let me just check where this guy is. All right, we've got another dump coming here of potatoes. I'm gonna wait for this. I want one full train car of potatoes at least. That'll be a good test for us. There we go, 74.4 tons. I could totally do another car here at least. I could probably do all of those cars, all three of the cars, but I'm gonna just run with one. I wanna see what one car of potatoes is gonna hold. Knowing that I could get three of them. I'm gonna assume all three of these cars hold the same amount. Do you want the train to sell the loaded goods in Birch Run Train Township? Yes, I do. $123,000. Yeah, that was worth the $1,000 to lease that, I will say. So that's not bad at all. And so at 74, and we've got, oh man, another 350. So even if I round that up to 75, that'd be 150, 300. Wow. Yeah, we would have made like $500,000 of potatoes there. That would have been crazy. Crazy. Mr. Simulation, though, Windrower, I actually been using the Vermeer pack Windrower that came with the Vermeer DLC. It's been nice. I'm so bummed that this semi wouldn't hold, or wouldn't take the potatoes back out, because we could have totally filled up the whole train here. Unfortunate. However, I think this is probably a great place to wrap up our live stream today. We've harvested a huge chunk of the potatoes here, played around with the Spudnik pack, played around with this cool thing, which is a combination of the Kenworth straight truck from North Dakota Mods and Mapping, and the Spudnik box here released, oh gosh, well, I can't remember. The link's in the description. So definitely recommend checking these out. In fact, let me alt-tab and look at the description of my own video so I can remember who's in all of this. It was Arrowhead Acres released the potato box, and Drosty Ag released the Spudnik pack as a whole, which included those pieces of equipment for harvesting, as well as this big potato planter, which I guess we didn't get around to planting any potatoes tonight, but it's not the right time of year for that. Oh, and I parked the semi right in the way. Look at me. However, we're trying to wrap things up, and I'm getting distracted here playing around with auto drive, so I think we're going to be done. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's live stream. On Thursday, we're going to be back and live streaming on the community multiplayer map. So if you want to get in on that and start playing with the rest of the community on the multiplayer server, that would be a lot of fun. We got a 16-slot server going, and we're competing with Argsy Gaming's community to see if we can fill up the silos on that big Australian map. So I'll have to catch up on Argzy's stream after the fact. I know he said he's going to be streaming here in about 5 hours, so those of you in different parts of the world, if you're looking to catch that, that'll be there. And I'm off to bed. That's all for today. Ketterk, out. I can't end the stream. My stream deck died. We're going to have to stay all night. Come back to me, stream deck. Come back.